What up, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get right into it. I'm just going to be talking about how you need to navigate your music career when it comes to, getting listens, getting fans, getting an audience pretty much to listen to you. And I'm not going to give you the typical like NPC response and like wishful thinking where you're like, oh, you just have to get on these three playlists and you'll have 100,000 streams. Um, because I feel like every video does that, and it just seems like no one's actually giving um, real advice, to say the least. So I just wanted to um, give my advice and what I did to do the little that I've done. Um, so the first thing I'd say is obviously you need to have a good product to promote first and foremost. Because if your if you're rushing the process just for the sake of you want a bunch of streams, this isn't for you. Music Being a musician is very you need a lot of patience in today's world, even though you would think it'd be the opposite, because it seems like music nowadays is very just like every other media, where it's just you need to consume it, you need the next best thing. And so I just want to give hope to people who are like me, who feel like they're never gonna get anyone to hear their music. And I'll show you how I got some streams. And so the first thing after obviously having a good product, not rushing your product, um, I've been working on the songs that I've gotten good streams on. I've been working on them for, I just released them this past year, but I've been working on them, for 2-3 years. And because I'm not rushing, I'm trying to gather my resources before I just throw it out there into the ether. So don't rush. Make sure you have the resources, which I'm going to get into. These resources would be the most important thing. So for me, I had a friend who is very knowledgeable with social media stuff. Like, he does Twitch streaming, he does TikTok, he does Discord servers, knows how to do Reddit posts and stuff like that. So look at people around you. You might have a genius, right next to you, and you don't even know it, and they can help you. So utilize people in your life. Because I had this friend, I told him be my manager, and at like a year later, once I started to release music, he got to it, and he got me 350,000 streams on one of my songs and counting. So but I know that sounds like, oh wow, you just got lucky, you have a friend. Maybe, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of lucky that I have a friend to do that for me. But you need people around you regardless, who are gonna be on the journey with you, because it can get lonely. It can be a lonely journey. But you need to find people who are going to do what you can't do, because it's hard to do this all on your own. You're not just going to go to some bar and like some rich dude with a cigar isn't going to be like, wow, you're talented, kid, I want to sign you, you're the next big thing, I think you're the next big thing, I'm going to sign you, kid. That's not how it works anymore. You know that's kind of how people envision it, but sadly that's not how it goes. You have to you kind of have to be a finished product now to get labels attention. So what I'm telling you, which is the most important thing, is you need to find people who can do stuff for you that you can't do. Um, and sorry, I'm texting, but you gotta find people that can do what you can't do. I couldn't have done that on my own. It's I can try and try, but if you're, doing the wrong thing, um, you're not doing the right things, it's kind of, wasted movement in a way. And obviously you want to try your hardest. I make YouTube videos, and sometimes I'll get a bunch of views and, a few subscribers here and there, but you need to find people who are better at these things like marketing and presentation, to get some movement on your music. So yeah, that's kind of the thing I'm going to be driving into you guys. It's just you need to find people who can do things better than you. Because like I said, every time I remember, just like when I first started making music and wanting to release music, I was always looking up like, how do I promote? How do I get more streams? And it's always they want to show you the easy way out, which isn't it really isn't the easy way out. It's just the dumb way out, because you're fooling yourself by signing up for playlist placements and you're paying for fake streams. That's what they are. So don't get fooled into that. Because I had a guy when I first started music, I was promoting my music on Instagram, and I did the business profile where you can your post is like an ad, basically. I mean, if you're familiar, you know what I'm talking about. So, and I mean, there's some people who saw it, and some dude who was an artist reached out to me and wanted to work with me, blah blah blah. And then as we kind of became more acquainted, he was like showing me how to get streams. Like, look at all these streams I got, bro. And then he like sends me the link to it, and I got more streams. But it's like, once I got the streams, like after a month, then my listeners went way down, and I wasn't getting any more streams. And it's because it's fake, and it's lame, bro. Like, don't do that. It's lame. Like, the age we're in now, people can see that, can weed that out. Like, they see your Instagram or something, like, doesn't have any like comments or likes, but your music somehow has 1 million. I mean, I've never seen that, but I've seen people with a bunch of streams, but like they're not actually getting real engagement. You can just tell people can weed you out. So but yeah, and then I just say you got to be patient, because I've 5 years isn't even a long time, dude. But I've been like consistently, putting out music. Not really putting out music, but making music that I want to release for 5 years, since COVID. And the product I had back then was dog doo-doo, and now it's really good. And I was putting out that stuff still. Like, don't take what I'm saying, like, don't release music. It's still cool to release music, because I think it's funny to look back on old stuff I made and be like, damn, I sucked, bro. Thanks for all the people that supported me. And anyways, it's funny because there's some people who tell me like they liked my old stuff. I'm like, bro, it was terrible. Like, you must really just love me or something. I don't know. But yeah, so ultimately I would just say, one, you need to have a good product. Don't just settle for what you're making. Study, like, study your favorite artists, so you know that your product is up to par. Like, if you can't play your song in front of your friends or in front of a girl. Just think of it like that. If you can't play your song in front of a girl because you're too embarrassed, your song probably sucks. Or it's just really weird. Your song's either sucks or it's weird. So, go figure. So don't focus on the end goal. I mean, you gotta climb the ladder. You gotta climb the ladder, just like anything in life, with any job, school, anything. So don't rush. Don't rush. That really is the most important thing. Have a good product, and you need to have fun making music. Like, you need to be excited to make music. Like, making money off music and getting streams and getting famous off music should not be your big motivator. If it ends up working out for you and that was it, good for you. I mean, you were probably willing to go to like Diddy parties, though. At the end of the day, like, you have to realize some of these people did some weird stuff to get where they're at. I know I'm getting sidetracked, but don't let that be the primary motivation. Be it because you love music and you want to make music that you like to hear. Like, if you like this artist, I want to make stuff that sounds like that, and then you turn it into your own music and you just make stuff that you want to hear. So yeah, that's the most important thing, making a good product. And then too, like I said, with this promoting your music, it's really hard. It's super hard, but you just can't give up. And you got to find people who are better than you at promoting stuff. I only got a lot of streams because I found someone who that's their freaking jam, and it worked out. Obviously it wasn't just that easy. Like, it might have been just perfect timing too, but nevertheless it worked. And it worked. And yeah, I mean, and you too, you can make your own, you can do all that stuff too. I mean, if you want to be a machine and do all that stuff too, that's great, but it's hard. Like, no matter who you are, like, you're gonna need some sort of help. So you gotta find people. You gotta find intelligent people. And then third, it would just be like patience and consistency, which is the most basic attribute that people don't have. Just take a deep breath, bro. Keep living your life. Keep working hard in other areas. Don't neglect other parts of your life for this. Music is great, but you can't, put your whole identity and self-worth, as dumb as that sounds, like, into music and like being seen as that. You gotta just be who you are. You gotta be for me, you gotta be a godly man first. Gotta be a Christ-like man before I'm just like, because you get lost when you are trying to put your identity into something that's not going to give back to you ultimately. So you just have to enjoy it for what it is. You have to enjoy music for what it is, because if you're not, then why are you even doing it? There's no reason to do it if you're not enjoying it. So, but you got to be patient, man. Be patient, be consistent, love it, and yeah. That's really my message. So, all right, love you guys. God bless. And never stop, never stopping. Shout out Andy Samberg. All right, love you. Goodbye. Goodbye.